Hi ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another edition of Into the Field. If you're watching this one, I assume I've done something right in the first video for you to be watching this one, so thanks very much for tuning in. Today we are fishing the Tay in Perthshire at Lower Kinnaird, which is where the Tay and the Tummel join, and just down below that. Conditions aren't great. We've had low water like the rest of the country for ages, and yeah, it's going to be tough, but we've had cold nights to keep the water temperature down, hopefully an overcast day. So yeah, I've got 2 rods already set up on the car, but we'll obviously listen to what the ghillie says. He knows best. But in my head, plans are for the day, which will be to fish a full floater on one rod and maybe a fast intermediate on another rod. It's probably going to be conditions for sunray or a D-monkey, something like that, but we'll see what happens. So stay tuned. First things I've got to do though is cross this bridge, which looks like something out of a Top Gear challenge. This old viaduct is community owned, and I really hope that the community have got some money. Anyway, stay tuned. Let's go down to the hut and meet the ghillie for the day. Right folks, if you're wondering why I'm smiling, it's, I've literally just been, I've met the ghillie, lovely chap, and words were, you're fishing the meetings and the junction this morning. So when anybody says to you you're fishing a junction, you cannot be anything other than excited about it. So we are crossing back over the river and the Bridge of Doom, and then yeah, we'll touch base once we've finished setting up the kit. We'll have a look at the pool and the runs and stuff first, and then decide on tackle from there. So yeah, really exciting morning ahead. Stay tuned. Well, here we are. Look at this, absolutely beautiful. Stunning water. So this junction here, and then we're going to go up there, start right at the top there on the meetings, and then fish this right the way down through. Look at that, absolutely classic fly water. So I'm going to start off with a an intermediate tip, smallish fly, and see how we get on. So exciting. Just a little tip for you viewers, in the back of my pickup I've got this rubber matting stuff that you can pick up from any hardware store for packs for nothing, but it's great, stops it being slippery for the dogs. But not only that, take a piece out, you've got something to stand on so your waders don't get punctured on brambles or stones and stuff like that, and stops getting grit in your bottom of the boot. There we go, you can have that hack for nothing. Right, here we are. This is the Tummel, and that's the Tay, and then the main river. So just looking at this, how I'm going to fish it, it's quite shallow here, and I can see a sandy bar out there where the Tay comes in, and I expect to pick anything up, maybe just off that gravel bar over there, sitting on the back end of the shallows. Slightly higher water on the inside seam, but so yeah, just going to start off with a short line here, and then work out and try and get it in the back end. And there's obviously a rock or something out there. Fly wise, there we go. Spencer's Killer, which is basically a Willy gun flamethrower, but I've tied in purple and some UV. So yeah, generally does the business. So let's have a look. And I got a 12-foot fast intermediate tip on. Gonna get out of the way of that. Fish have got a hold here, even if they've snuck up overnight, to decide whether they're going to go up the Tummel or the Tay. Yeah, look, and we know it's low clear water, but the thing is, they'll still be sneaking up overnight. Quite fast water here, so I'm just holding my rod out a little bit just to slow it down. And certainly first time down through, I don't want to be going out too far. See the fish on the back there. Oh. Mm.
How are we getting on?
Beautiful here.
Still a bit of water, isn't it?
Oh my god. Drove around the corner, came up here and just like my heart melted. It was just like, oh my god, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. There was something showed. There's obviously a slab out there.
In the pocket.
Yeah.
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 I mean, as you can see yourself, a wee bit kind of pacey in here, but yourself, I see you're flinging a nice kind of square long line. You're covering these lines and kind of keep it up as you kind of work your way down. See where your wee kind of tripod is?
Yeah.
At that point there, if you can, put another 5 or 6 yards on it.
Okie dokie. Right.
And then what you'll be covering, believe it or not, is 3/4 of the way across the pool.
Yeah.
Where you've maybe seen it with the Polaroids. We've got a large gravel deposit slap bang in the middle.
Yeah.
And it's anywhere in round about there, fish will start to stack up.
Right. Okay. So to be fair, I didn't want to disturb the water, so I came round the back of it.
Perfect. That's the right approach.
So I don't know where that gravel bar is that you're talking about,
Right,
but
okay. It just sits right in line with your kind of tripod.
okay, right.
I thought you'd maybe identified it. That's why you put it there.
No, I just came in and put snuck there, and then, yeah.
Perfect.
It's beautiful. Oh.
So what have you set yourself up with on the kind of business end? With the fleet?
So I've got about 12 foot of 15-pound clear.
Excellent.
And this is basically Willy gun flamethrower.
Okay. That's what I would refer to as a hybrid.
yeah.
No,
Well, I've
spot on.
Yeah, I've tied that one and caught on it because it's got UV in it and purple.
I see that. Ideal.
Yeah, so something like that, and then hopefully, as I say, maybe go down through the D-Monkey or something afterwards.
Exactly that, once we've had the full run through.
Yeah.
Another place where your kind of monkey types or kind of sunray shadows can do well for you.
Yeah.
With nobody being in our upper beat today.
Yeah.
You've seen the pace of water up in the head of Mike's run.
Yeah.
You could well strip a sunray or something similar through that.
Okay, so Mike's runs this next one up.
The next one up. And that's the last full pool on River Tummel.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. Is it really?
Yes, yeah. So I mean, the only way that our Tummel fish are getting up there is to go through that.
Ah, right. Okay. Yeah. Can we delay lunch?
It's a question that's commonly asked.
I'm sure. I think I'm gonna just fish for another 10 yards, and I'm gonna go back to the vehicle, have a pit stop, and then gonna go back up to the very top, put the sunray or D-Monkey through that, and then back into the top of here, and that would probably be lunch. Right, just to keep you appraised of the situation, gonna go back up and do that run which Martin suggested earlier on, and because it is quite fast and deep, so I'm changing to a 12-foot super fast tip, just at least we can get maybe a foot or so down, and put on something like a D-Monkey or a sunray. As he said, that's the last pool of the Tummel, so there will be fish holding there waiting to run. So we're going to get right up into the neck of it and see if we can hoist something out. Well, ladies and gents, that's lunchtime. It's been an absolute beautiful morning, brilliant morning, loved it. Never touched a fish, but as we know, that's not what it's all about. But yeah, time for lunch now. Not sure what I got this afternoon. We'll go and have a look, have a bit of fun. Well, this is the beautiful Kinnaird hut. Just as an FYI, guys and girls, if you're coming here to fish, either the lower or the upper Kinnaird beats, always come to the upper Kinnaird hut, and then you get sent off from there. As I found out this morning, nearly went to the wrong place, but fortunately, unlike most men, including myself, I read the instructions, so I came here. So here we go. Yeah, here's the very well kitted out. Don't know if I can get in. No. Hut. Beautiful view of the beat down below, including the fish eating bird down there. So welcome back. We are now about a mile downstream of where we were this morning. Got some absolute cracking water again. Really deep channel through the middle of here. Really nice neck. And then you can see up here the sort of confluence. So we're going to get out onto that spit now and fish that deep channel through there where the fish tend to hold. Apparently it's like 10-12 feet in that gully through the middle there. So I've still got my fast sinking tip on. and a wee black copper tube. I know it's bright, but fishing this deep water tends to give you a little bit of optimism. They'll be sort of sat down out the sun, and places like this where it's shallow water, where they're just going to run at night, gives you every chance of picking up a fish. So yep, stay tuned. So we're going to fish a new bit of water. There's a really nice run through here, so we snuck up and peered our heads over, and there's a deep channel that comes off there, comes in against our bank. So we're just going to get in here underneath this alder, and it's not a long cast, but it's a deep run and it'll hold the fish. So yeah. I don't want to go swimming in here, so stick with the same setup for now. And that's the problem with these banks. Steep cutaway. I'm going to start back here and just drop a short line in this back eddy, see if there's anything hanging off the side. God knows what I'll do if I hook a fish. well, that's the end of day one. It's been beautiful fishing, absolutely gorgeous. But well, as you can tell from the footage, lack of fish, but it hasn't stopped me. You can probably see panda eyes from sunglasses. So gonna go back to the hotel and freshen up. Probably use the pool and contemplate whether to come out later on or just come out fresh in the morning. So yeah, thanks for watching. Part 2 tomorrow. We're back starting on this beat, so I'm going to come out nice and early tomorrow morning and then probably go back to the hotel for breakfast, get out first light. So yeah, stay tuned and watch for part 2. Thank you very much for watching, everybody.